Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's late at night, early in the morning. It's the second or so day of late winter into the month of December. How is everyone today? It's cold outside. Feels like January. Feels like what it is. You see this piece right here? This was my first prototype I did. And it was really an image that I saw late at night. And more than an image, it was a presence that I saw in upstate New York. It was spooky. I saw this 6 feet type thing, apparition, coming towards me around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. I was by myself. And I watched it come towards me from, I guess, a couple thousand feet away from me, because you could see something bright and shiny coming towards you in the night. So it was on an estate, an 80-acre estate. And then I saw, what is this shiny, twinkling thing, big, tall thing coming towards me? That's why it's sort of moving. I showed the motions of the movement. And it was very glittery and the way that these are different pieces. It was shiny and, crinkling like that with reflections. And it wasn't generated from the full moon or anything like that. It just had a sparkle unto itself. I didn't feel evil or anything like that, but it was just so weird. It was so strange. But it left me, I have more prototypes of it. And I'm thinking about making life size or the same size it was. But I'm just toying around with it. Anyway, enough of that. You've heard, everybody knows Kim Kardashian. And she's recently said that she has early stage dementia. She has holes in her brain. Probably the United States is the only place you could be. Make a lot of money and have holes in your brain. And say you have holes in your brain. You could be a billionaire and say, I have holes in my brain. Probably the only place you could say that. Elon Musk too, he says he's a 5-minute man. He puts his days into 5-minute segments. Everything is 5 minutes. 5 minutes for this, 5 minutes for that. And he also says he has Asperger's syndrome, which is basically an antisocial or extreme concentration to whatever's on your mind at that time. And he also says he is bipolar. So he is just setting the stage for his Neuralink, which is a chip or brain implant that you put into obviously your brain. And neura is short for neurons in your brain. Hi. Now, Kim Kardashian, she's going to be his spokeswoman. She is setting herself up to be his spokeswoman. Now, the thing that we're going to ask the energies, we're going to ask the spirits, the cosmos. And it's hard to figure her out. Why was she ever with Ye West is another story. But she was with him, and once you do something, you've done it, right? It's over and done with. But a woman who has everything that she wants, now she wants more. And the Neuralink basically is a device that's inserted in your brain that connects your neurons, which is your impulses, to give it electrical jolts. So it gets up there into your brain. And you can have thought processes, right? Now, we know that it also makes you telepathic. Now, we do know that you, I, and everyone else that we know do have the ability to be telepathic. That's one of our instinctual gifts, of which many countries do every single thing. So its citizens and its people can't develop telepathy. Because if everybody's telepathy, how can you be monitored, right? How can you have surveillance in today's society if you're telepathic? Which, in a way, the Neuralink, it kind of cheats, right? It kind of cheats because now they say there's no way that they can monitor once they put that device in your brain. Of course, you become transhumanism, which is a lot of things they're not going to tell you. I mean, you're never going to get someone to tell you the whole secret sauce. You're never going to have anyone to say exactly what's what. But let's ask ourselves, is Kim now thinking that, okay, she flunks her law test, her law exam for the umpteenth time, maybe fourth time. And I was even wondering, was she going to really pass her law degree, I mean, her law test? And lawyers, you've seen many types of lawyers, right? Show-offs, quiet, introvert, extrovert. But what she should have really been is a judge, because you don't even have to have a law degree to be a judge in many, many states in the United States. I mean, you could be a soda jerk, you could be a mailman, you could be a garbage man, you could be a lawn boy and be a judge. That's a fact. In New York State, for instance, you don't have to be a lawyer. You don't have to, I don't even think you have to graduate high school. You can be a judge. So remember that. Certain states, you just have to be extroverted. You just got to be high. I like to be a judge. But that's another thing altogether. Now, let's get back to what I'm just saying. Kim, why don't you be a judge? Forget about being a lawyer. But anyway, it's her life. She's her money and her decisions. You can't tell her what to do. And I'm not about to suggest. Now, is she going to get an implant and be an implant? Not only be the spokesperson, but is she going to get an implant to help her with the holes in her brains? As if what matters to her? Being intelligent, not really being sexy, because I mean, she's over that. But she wants to have legacy. I guess maybe to counteract her baby's daddy, her ex-husband's eccentricities, right? Of which he has plenty. But he's not stupid. He's not stupid at all either. So she probably has something. I'm looking at these cards, trying to pick out which ones speak to me about her Neuralink, her association with Neuralink. Kim Kardashian and Elon Musk. Two unusual people. Very unusual people who play the games, do what they do it. And they're both extremely wealthy. Now, she obviously isn't thinking of finances, but something else. I could be in your face. And then maybe she could pass her R exam with ease. That's what it's supposed to do. Fill in the gaps. Ooh, look at this. 10 of Cups. If this isn't like, wow, I want to be Elon Musk's spokesperson. I want the chip in my head. Put it in. Just don't upset my hair. I don't want a bald spot from it. But put it in my brain. That looks like super positive, doesn't it? Super positive. And the Emperor. This could be Elon, the campaign. Wow, Kim, if you become my spokesperson, how many people will follow you? How many people? You'll take all your fashion skins customers and come and besides having a body, you can have a brain too. And you could be telepathic. You don't have to open your mouth. Just think and make things move. Ooh. Kim likes that. Maybe she could put the hoodoo on her ex-husband and his half-naked wifey, number 2. So maybe we have the 5 of Cups. Obviously, Kim Kardashian feels what? That she's not smart. She's like, maybe she's like, freaking out that she could become like, in another 5 years or so or less or more, she could become totally like other celebrities who've gone public with their dementia. That's kind of scary, isn't it? What is dementia? That's another thing. Losing control, giving up. It's very weird about dementia, isn't it? Maybe it's inhaling so much toxins, but it's more than that. Food. I'm sure she eats the fabulous food and takes the fabulous vitamins, but she has holes in her brain. Does she really? She says she does. There's no merit to having to like say something that she doesn't have. I mean, not for what she did, the sex things that got her first on the radar, everybody's radar. I mean, that's nothing for her. I mean, it's been like X amount of years ago, 20 years ago, whatever. The point is, there's a bit of, she's afraid of being a failure. She's afraid of like, that's something. Is transhumanism the way to go? It could be diet. It could be something else. She obviously, some people say that they get a buildup on certain parts of the body, like a calcium, calcium deposits or some kind of deposits on your neurological system and your brain. There's got to be other ways, but she's saying this way will do it instantly. This way will cure. This is good. This is something that I can be known for. So we have a little bit of tribulation and a little bit of, ego. We have ego and tribulation. I would say the two of cups here are like, these two cups are her ego. I'll show you. This is like everything that's not happened in her life when she hoped it would happen in her life. And she's always going public with everything she does. And then here we have the Knight of Pentacles. You know what that means. She's definitely can see those ka-ching, 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 ka-chings. Ka-ching! She definitely figures this could be very, very, very profitable. And just maybe she can develop other type of paranormal sixth sense abilities if she has a neuralink, a brain chip in her head, a brain implant in her head. Maybe she wants to be the avant-garde spokesperson, maybe model of transhumanism. Can you just see that? With all her other things that she's done to herself and spoken up about. Be interesting. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. That money speaks every time to Miss Kim Kardashian. The world, look at all this positivity here. 10 Cups, the Emperor. I rule, baby. I'd rule this scene. And then, the regret of failure for different things. And also being scared of full-fledged dementia. If she has holes in her brains at whatever she is, 40-something, what's 10, 20 years going to bring? No brain activity for her current lifestyle? And the possibility of being the wealth. I mean, money is everything. Money is everything, especially to her. To her. Money is very important. And the fact that she could have the Wheel of Fortune. She's really leaning towards this relationship. What do you think? I think it's like she's like definitely, hey, this is something that I could do. I can do it. I can do it. So I would say Kim Kardashian is definitely giving this a major thumbs up. Major thumbs up. Give us your comments on this subject. What do you think? Do you think that she's all prepared to be a new career? Since she has to wait a while, not that she won't take her her law degree, the bar exam. Because I mean, just because you passed your bar exam and you're a lawyer doesn't mean you actually have to practice. It's just another thing that I did it. I did it. So yeah, it seems. What do you think? What's your comments on this? Uh, would you go to that land to having a implanted in a brain chip implanted in your brain to find yourself, to get your success? I mean, how far would you go? I guess it's the same thing if you have like, breast implants, chest implants, mm, you know, things like that. I guess it's on the same level. Well, Well, I wouldn't do it either because I believe that we, you, I, and a lot of others can get all this development. It's out there. Part of being human is developing our senses. First of all, we don't need to. We have to think about what our mission is. What are we here for? And then develop yourself, right? You don't have to, stick up something artificial inside of you. Because we already have what we need. Just need to be pointed sometimes in the right direction. Which is partly what Mystic Moons is all about, is trying to get people to level up higher, higher, higher. Because we have to realize we live on a planet, right? We live on the planet Earth. Number one. Number two, if you want to put a number to all this, we don't even know what interdimensional beings, because we only see relevant. Well, our sight is limited to that of a bug, a gnat, to the totality of what there is. Brain chip or no brain chip. And people will love and respect us as we love and respect ourselves, right? Basically, that's it with Mystic Moons and Kim Kardashian. If you'd like to send us some love, you're welcome to. And comments, please give us your comments. Would you get a brain chip, or do you think that she's got a brain chip? What? All these things. And when they put someone in front of you and they go, hey, da-da, we have to understand where that da-da comes from. Right? You have to understand why somebody's getting all the razzle dazzle. I mean, when you walk outside, you and I may not hear razzle dazzle, but we still need to do what we don't need it, perhaps. She does. And that's her thing. But transhumanism is an iffy thing. It's a weird thing. It's one thing about putting like nails or putting makeup on or putting a wig hat on or whatever, clothes on for that matter. But a brain chip, because somebody is always at the other end tinkering with that chip in you, just like your phone, your laptop, your Wi-Fi. Okay, until the next time, thank you very much, and think about it. And Mystic Moons is here. Bye-bye.